Strong for God Warriors, here to talk about life from a biblical and spiritual perspective. And today, I would like to share with you all the importance of faith. Now, I know I've been talking about this video for a long time, so let's get into it. So first, what is faith? If you read in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, it says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." And also in Romans chapter 10, verse 17, it says, "So faith comes from the hearing, and hearing through the word of Christ." So you got two definitions of faith. You have one, the evidence of things unseen, and two, to hear the words of Christ. Alright, so now that you know what faith is, now I'm going to tell you why it is important to have faith. So, faith is what answers prayers. When you pray to God for something, it is your faith that's going to bring you your prayer. That's when God decides to answer your prayer, when you have the faith that He can do so. So, that second definition I just told you about faith is when you hear a word from Christ. Now, Christ gave us lots of words in the gospel, the whole New Testament, and one of those important ones is in Mark chapter 11, verse 24. It says, and Jesus said this himself. It says, "Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them." So when you pray, you have to believe that you have already received it. Like, don't think of it as something that will come in the future. Think about it as if you already have it. So if you pray to ask God for a new job, it's important that you first of all know what you want, because it'll be easier to imagine. And so when you pray and ask God for that new job, instead of imagining that you're going to be there sometime in the future, imagine inside your head that you are already there. Imagine what you will wear to that new job, what kind of people will be there, what the building going to look like, what kind of work you're going to be doing, how you're going to do your job. I mean, just think about all that. Imagine all that as if you already have it. And sooner or later, you're going to find that you'll be at that new job. That's faith right there. Although you haven't actually seen it yet, when you imagine it and you pray to God for it, you are bringing it into existence. So that's faith right there. It is very, very important that you trust God in order to have faith. Do not put your faith in any human or in the world, because the only way you're going to get your prayers answered or have anything to do with faith is if you have faith in God. The world and man cannot do this for you. So, if you read in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 5, it says, "That your faith might not rest in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God." And also in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7, it says, "For we walk by faith, not by sight." So, for everybody out there that wants to see something before they believe it, faith is the belief of something unseen. So, if you're out there and you only are going to believe what you can see, then you can never truly understand faith. Faith will never have any power for you if you only believe something after you see it. For all those people out there that thought they could serve God without faith, I have something for y'all today. Alright, y'all ready? I know I know I always say that nothing is impossible, but guess what? If you don't have faith, it is impossible to please God. Impossible. And to confirm that, it says in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6, But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So, without faith it is impossible to please God. Our whole purpose of being here is to serve God. And although the world is full of doubt, we as the warriors of God must have faith. That is the difference between somebody of God and somebody of the world. Somebody of God has faith. Somebody of the world has doubt. So, it's very important that you don't mix the two. Like I said in my previous videos, you can't be with God and the world. So, your faith is what's going to put you closer to God. But if you don't have faith, it's going to separate you from God. Because that is a way of the world to have doubt and with no faith. Alright, and finally, I also have something for those out there that might be struggling with faith. Like, I have people in my life that say that they have trouble having faith. So for that, I would just say, faith is not anything that anybody can give you. It's something that you have to, it's all in the mind actually. Faith is evidence of things unseen, and also word from Christ, a word from Christ. So, the sooner you believe that, the sooner you will have infinite faith. I consider myself as somebody with strong faith because I know, I understand the power of faith. I know that anything that Jesus said in the Bible and God said in the Bible, I know that it's all true. Now the Bible is, it's all or nothing. Either you believe every single word or you believe none of it. You can't cut it 50-50. So, in order to have faith, you just have to choose to believe that God's words are true, and that His will and what He said in the Bible is true. So that's really all I have to say for that. Belief is a choice. Just like I say, when you worry is a choice. I tell my mom that all the time because she worries about me on dialysis and all that. But I tell her, worry is a choice, especially when you know God. If you believe in God, there is no way that worry is just going to hang over you like a dark cloud. You can choose to do it or not. I choose to not worry. So that's really all I have to say for that. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it inspiring and also educational. All this is spiritual education, so the spiritual education is just as important as education you get in the physical world from the school. So that's all for that. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I have a whole lot more videos to do. Let's see, I think that's it. Be sure to check out my friend Honcho Dom. His videos are different from mine, but they're very entertaining. They'll take your mind right off anything that you might be going through. So go check him out. I'll have a link in the description. Be blessed, and remember, stay strong for God.